CNBC has been a long time leader in digital video. We've been #1 in most metrics on video for a long time, but we felt like digital is a unique medium, and so simply taking the clips that were coming off of television, we felt was not realizing the full potential of the opportunity. We have amazing capabilities here, capabilities that are unique in the world. The kind of infrastructure that allows us to do 1,000 interviews a week on air is pretty special, and so we wanted to supplement that by creating the CNBC Digital Workshop. And the name workshop is important here because it's a place for experimentation to really make the most out of the digital medium and kind of develop new techniques and new formats that are creative, that are dynamic, and really kind of take advantage of the core strengths of our talent, our voice, our authority, but add to that sense of really authentic digital DNA. And I'm excited by the slate we've put out. You get things that are very core to what CNBC is traditionally known for, but are easier to do in digital. Really quick hits like 3 to watch, a daily stock show, and very thoughtful things that are produced multiple times a day, like Big Data Download in partnership with Yahoo Finance, that analyzes how big data is being used by businesses and investors to make better decisions. So those are kind of very core CNBC type programming, but then we're doing things that are pretty creative and off the beaten path for what we traditionally are known for. One that I like a lot that's brand new, we launched this week, is NetNet TV. It's literally handheld cameras in the newsroom as our top contributors to our NetNet blog, John Carney, Jeff Cox, Patty Dahm, are arguing out the big, deep issues of the day, and they love to debate. We can't turn the camera off sometimes because they just keep going, and the challenge becomes great editing at that point. But that's a great show, very creative in its production. And then we have something that people would not expect from us, a show called The Puppets Can Hear You, and this is literally puppets telling jokes from a very popular Twitter account called GS Elevator, Goldman Sachs Elevator, and this is things that have been overheard, verbatims that have been overheard in the Goldman Sachs Elevator, and we thought, well, we want to do something funny, we want to do something that's going to be appropriate to our audience, and how better to tell the jokes than with puppets, and so we've pulled that off.
Hey dude, you have change for a 20?
Seriously?
What?
Bro, 20s are change.
Someone actually suggested that we split the tab at dinner last night.
Splitting the check is grotesquely uncouth.
Seriously, if you're poor but somehow still cool, I'm happy to pick up the tab.
And now we have we're approaching, I think, 10 episodes, and they're on YouTube, they're on Facebook, and we think that's a great example of how we can be relevant across people's whole lives, right? We're for business decision makers, for investors, for mass affluent consumers, but people have traditionally thought we're only relevant during the business day, and we want to be relevant throughout their whole day, into the night, and through their whole week, their whole lives, and we think these are examples of how we're doing that. Several of our first shows that we launched, Off the Cuff, which was a Yahoo Finance co-production, Big Data Download, Futures Now, which is a CNBC exclusive, and a number of others have been sponsored from the outset. And part of our approach is that we think about that intersection between what is going to be popular with our audience and what are high demand areas for advertisers. And we love those intersection points. These are editorially driven concepts always, but we think very deliberately, very carefully about what's going to be a great match with kind of categories that marketers care a lot about. And we prioritize those kinds of concepts. And so we're getting a great reception from the advertising community. They want to be associated with high quality content in context with a high quality audience. So they love this kind of format. We launched a number of our original digital video programs with sponsors. Off the Cuff was initially sponsored by Land Rover. Fidelity is sponsoring Big Data Download. Chase is sponsoring Power Pitch. Talking Numbers, our Yahoo Finance co-production, is sponsored by Schwab.